It's the Gear Tester here, and welcome to my review of the Knives of Alaska Cub Bear. This is a very small, very lightweight fixed blade knife that's purpose-built and designed by Knives of Alaska for the purpose of processing and skinning wild game. And I really like it. And it gives me capabilities that I might not otherwise have when I'm out backpacking or camping or hunting. And I really think it's a great blade. Because it's so small, lightweight, and compact, it really lends itself to being a bird and trout knife. But because the D2 carbon steel that this blade is made out of, it also makes it a great knife for skinning larger game. All right, you will need to be careful of maintaining the blade no matter what you're doing because of that D2 carbon steel. But it's a very lightweight, compact knife. And it has an overall length of 6.5 inches. The blade, okay, here is 2.7 inches, and it weighs in at a whopping 2.2 ounces. So very lightweight and compact. It's going to cost you around $50 at the time I'm making this video. But I would keep in mind that it is a product that is made in the USA, and so I think that will encourage some of you to purchase it, because when you buy knives from Knives of Alaska, you're supporting Americans who are making these products. And so for me, that helps offset the little price increase or price hike, because I'm supporting fellow Americans who are working hard to make these products. It has the Sure Grip handle, which is a big deal with Knives of Alaska. I really like it. And it comes with a great sheath that is American made as well. And I want to just talk a little bit here quickly about the sheath. I really like this sheath because it allows you to carry it on your belt, but because of the design of this sheath, it also fits great in your pocket. And so I've carried this knife both on my belt and in my pocket, and I find that whether you slip it into the front pocket of a pair of pants or into a cargo pocket, that it rides very comfortably and is a great way to carry it. And I actually prefer to carry it in my pocket, but it works great sliding it into a backpack or other compartment. So a great little sheath for both belt carry and pocket carry, and just having it along. I imagine using this knife in combination with a couple other tools, all right? What I find is that most of the time when I go out camping or hiking or hunting, I tend to have my EDC knife with me, and as I have had access to more funds, I have, as I've aged and made more money, I found that I have purchased better quality folding knives, and that has caused me to not be so worried about having a large or small or medium-sized fixed blade knife like this one here. And then I have found the last 5 years that I've started using hatchets and axes more for chopping, and moved away from large knives like the Gurkha Kukri. I still love this knife and use it often. But I find that when I'm trying to go lightweight, particularly if I'm carrying a rifle or a bow or something like that, that it's easier to carry these tools. I already have an EDC knife on me, and because I have purchased better EDC knives, I have not felt the need for larger, stronger fixed blade knives. Okay? Not that I still don't use these either. I still use large fixed blade knives, medium, small sized fixed blade knives. But I have found that the hatchets do a better job at chopping, and I've still got great cutting capabilities because I'm carrying a good quality folding knife. And so the Knives of Alaska Cub Bear comes in because a lot of times when I'm processing wood or doing other things, sometimes my EDC knife is not as sharp as it could be. This is available for me to do things like processing game. Okay, whether that's skinning out a trout, whether that's a pheasant, whether that's some quail, something like that, I'm being able to have a very sharp knife that's dedicated for that purpose. This is just a friendly warning. The rest of this video review on the Knives of Alaska Cub Bear will contain video footage and a discussion of me or other individuals processing wild game, both fish and birds with the Knives of Alaska Cub Bear. That is the purpose of this little tool, to process wild game. If you don't like those kinds of things, if you don't want to see that footage, feel free to go watch someone else's video. Go explore someone else's YouTube channel. So one of the things I've used the Cub Bear for is to clean and gut fish, and I've done that on a semi-regular basis here over the last 3.5 years that I've owned and used this knife. I haven't experienced any major issues with rust. This is a D2 blade. It has a higher carbon content than some blades, and so you do have to be careful, and I've been very careful to clean the blade and to lubricate it with oil so that there would be no rust problems. So you just need to be aware of that, especially if you're in a saltwater environment. That's going to be very important with that D2 steel. I've also used this knife, the Cub Bear, to skin and butcher wild game. So you can see here's a little quail. I shot this 2 years ago, 2 falls ago. This is Mrs. GearTester breasting out that little quail. It tasted quite delicious, and it was, again, great to have the little Cub Bear there. Because of its size, it lends itself very well to being a bird and trout knife. You can get in the little corners and manipulate the blade easily, and because it's got that short blade, you're less likely to cut yourself. This spring, I was lucky enough to shoot a turkey. You can see these are 2 turkeys that my friend and I, we both shot one. And again, the Knives of Alaska Cub Bear was there because it's so lightweight, so compact. It was just right there in my backpack, ready to go, and it did an excellent job of allowing me and my friend to quickly and effectively process our turkeys. We, of course, had EDC knives on us, but sometimes our EDC knives are not as sharp as we would like. Also, they might be dirty, and so it's nice to just know very quickly and easily that my Cub Bear is right there in my pack, my hunting pack, and it's clean and ready to go and just excellent and sharp. It's like a little scalpel. If you like this video, I would encourage you to subscribe to my channel for more quality video reviews on the topics of shooting, camping, and survival gear. Also, if you found this particular review useful, you might like my review that will be coming out next month on the Knives of Alaska Elk Hunter. In my personal view, the Knives of Alaska Cub Bear is an excellent little blade, and it comes highly recommended from me, the Gear Tester. Thanks very much for your views and your subscriptions. This is the Gear Tester signing off.